Hello everybody, my name's Thor Young. I'm a moderator with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap for you on my trade today on JD. In this JD trade, I'm going to be highlighting the R4 reversal. Now, we've talked a lot about Camarilla pivot points as of recent, as I've added them as a primary method of my trading strategy. One of the things that is very, very useful is this concept that I've been introducing over the past couple of videos. That concept being the rubber band concept, right? Which is when you're near R4, you're in this point where the rubber band is either going to snap and break out, or it's going to retrace and come back down towards value. Right, so these are very things to keep in mind when you're looking at it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at it, and I want to show you kind of the way everything lined up on the pivots here, and then show you how I spotted this sweet level, and I caught a really nice flush on JD today using this. So before I move on to the trade, if you have a moment, please throw me a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and you will get notified when all of our newer content comes out. Anyway, on to the trade. So as you can see right down here, let's see, get my Epic fired up. Didn't realize I closed it down. There it is. All right, so you'll notice that we had quite a few interesting things going on. One, most of the China stocks, because of some regulatory changes, all found themselves kind of squeezing in the morning, all on low volume. So you notice we really don't have any good volume here or any good indication, yet we're continuously moving up in price, just kind of on this low random volume. And that was the same for stocks like Baba, for instance, did something very similar. So as I was looking at this, I was thinking this might give me a really good opportunity to catch a flush if things start to go the other direction. So I started hunting for levels. So the first thing I noticed was that today's Camarilla points, and if you look down here on my 15-minute chart, I had a pretty wide cam range. Now, when you're using Camarilla pivot points, a wide cam range signals an inside day, which an inside day means you're not planning on it breaking out, you're planning on it staying inside the range. And that's kind of what I was, what this was looking like to me. So I went over to my daily, and on my daily, I went ahead and marked the top of 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago right here, and notice that actually lines up with this area right here on the 15-minute chart. I normally use a 5-minute chart here, but I use the 15-minute just because it makes it a little easier to show it to you guys. But I normally have my 5-minute here, which I'll change in a moment. But as I'm looking at that, I see this really, solid spot here where we've had lots of interaction. If you go back even to this day, you notice this was a major value area that accumulated. So my thought is with an inside day, I'd like to see the stock come up and test the top of that range, test R4, and if it shows signs of selling, I'm going to go ahead and go short. Right, so let's come into my 1-minute chart now and my 5-minute chart, and I'll show you guys what I've spotted. So first off, I want you to notice that, well, you can't see it now, obviously, because I don't have historical level 2, but you can see down here on 62.25 and 62 on my level 2 how we had heavy bids to the downside. That was there in the pre-market as well. So we were kind of squeezing on low volume away from heavy bids, which meant the stock was being shorted. And we had cover orders below, yet we were going away from them on no volume, which didn't make a lot of sense to me. So as the stock opened, it squeezed right up and hit that level that we marked off the daily, right, which is a few days ago's high, right, almost to the penny, right, absolutely. Just let me get a little closer here. Absolutely almost to the penny tagged that level. Next level, and look at the volume that came in here. Big level volume here too that pushed back down. Next level, we had consolidation on low volume. And then the next level, we pushed up to make a new high and got forced right back down on higher volume. Right now, if you're reading an ABCD pattern or an opening range breakout, what you want, if you're playing this and you're paying attention to the VPA, is this candle should be on high volume, this one should be on lower, this one should be on lower still, and then this one should come in on higher volume, because as you pull back and you make these consolidation lows, there should not be heavy selling there, right? So the fact that we have high, low, higher, right, volume is a VPA signal that we're not consolidating correctly, which means we're having heavy selling. When I looked over to the tape, that was confirmed with seeing large orders on the tape coming in red, signaling that they were coming in heavy selling, hitting the bid. And the level 2 had the weight to the downside. So I had tweezer tops on the 1 minute that had formed off. I had heavy level 2 to the downside. I had heavy selling on the tape, and the struggle off of a key level being rejected, R4 being rejected. Perfect. So we call this the R4 extreme reversal because when R4 gets rejected, you can snap that rubber band, can pull it all the way back down. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened. This mark down here is previous day's close, or sorry, pre-market low. Previous day's close being right here. This is pre-market low. So basically all of the work that we had done during pre-market as this stock rallied up on low volume all this way up was completely lost as that rubber band snapped back, right? And that's how the R4 reversal, the extreme reversal, really is meant to work, is this snapback that happens. Now, we've got bids to the lower side, so I actually think we can still get down more. And actually, if we break S4, we could look for an S4 extreme reversal from here, or even a full breakout now, because maybe that's the direction we're going to snap. Big sell-off on the daily, but as you can see here, I'm short. I got partial at R3 for my first target. I added when it came back to VWAP and held the 920. Great partials down to the daily level and down to pre-market low for an all-out at the return. So all in all, I'm really, really excited about this trade. Actually, one of my probably best managed positions. Love the entry, love the management, and I'm hoping I can show you guys a little bit about how these extreme reversals can really set up well. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day, and as always, keep it green. Thanks.